Welcome to Efectos Leyendas y Efectos de la Noche. Our first legend is the River of Stars.
In a hidden valley among the mountains of Patagonia, there was a river called the River of Stars. In that place, the air was filled with the scent of wildflowers and damp earth freshly touched by the night. The sound of the running water was like a soft, constant, soothing melody that seemed to lure anyone who approached. The moon shone in a deep, dark blue sky, bathed in a thousand, no thousand, million of stars that adorned the night like tiny embers suspended above. Its silver light fell upon the river, making the stars in the sky reflect on the surface as if they were diamonds floating on a liquid mantle. Rupuk, a brave and just young man, had been chosen by the spirit of the river to be its guardian. His duty was to protect it and maintain its balance. He was deeply connected to it. He could feel its energy, its strength, and even its cold. He lived in a nearby cave, always accompanied by the murmur of the water and the distant song of nocturnal birds. His skin, bronzed by the sun, and his eyes, as deep as the river itself, revealed the ancestral bond that tied him to that magical place. One full moon night, Aileen, a young woman with a pure heart who had lost her family, arrived at the river seeking a wish. She carried a pain so great that it seems to dim even the shine of the stars. Rupuk, as a guardian, could sense the energy of those who approach and decide whether they were worthy of finding the river. When he saw Aileen, her sadness pierced his soul. The river seemed to respond to her sorrow. The water began to glow with a brighter light, as if trying to comfort her. The river called her. Aileen felt within her a gentle force inviting her to step in. The cold water made her shiver as she entered, but she immediately sensed something different moving inside her. A warm, deep energy, as if the river were trying to heal her wounds. The scent of wildflowers and damp energy grew stronger, almost enveloping. She could feel the warmth of the moon caressing her skin and the salty taste of her tears mixing with the water. Suddenly, a state of absolute peace surrounded her, as if she had been transported to a place outside of time. As Aileen bathed, the river began to shine with a vivid light, and reflected stars seemed to flicker quickly and intermittently, like signals in a language only the water understood. The river called her. Aileen felt within her a gentle force inviting her to step in. The cold water made her shiver as she entered, but she immediately sensed something different moving inside her. A warm, deep energy, as if the river were trying to heal her wounds. The scent of wildflowers and damp energy grew stronger, almost enveloping. She could feel the warmth of the moon caressing her skin and the salty taste of her tears mixing with the water. Suddenly, a state of absolute peace surrounded her, as if she had been transported to a place outside of time. As I lay bathing, the river began to shine with a vivid light, and reflected stars seemed to flicker quickly and intermittently, like signals in a language only the water understood. With a mix of fear and wonder, Aileen asked the warden what was happening. Ropuk, with a gentle voice and a calm smile, replied, "The river is listening to your heart, and it's guaranteeing you what you desire." Suddenly, Aileen felt a warm jolt in her chest. The water seemed to rise around her, and her family appeared before her eyes. They smiled. They were alive. Joy flooded her completely, filling her soul with a light she hadn't felt in years. The river had granted her wish of bringing them back, but in return, it placed a condition upon her. She would have to return to the river every full moon to care of its water and keep nature in balance. Aileen accepted without hesitation, and her family, alive once more, was returned to her like a gift that seemed to come from the heaven themselves. In that instant, she felt as if she had been lifted from the depths of an abyss and placed atop a moonlight mountain. From that day, Ropuk and Aileen become the guardians of the River of Stars. Together, they protect its waters, tend to the balance of nature, and ensure that the river's energy continued to flow with strength and life. Aileen, like Ropuk, became a bridge between the world of the living and the world of the river, keeping the connection between them alive. It is said that on full moon nights, if one pays attention and listens with the heart, they can hear the whisper of the water, and see Ropuk and Aileen walking along the shore surrounded by the silver light of the moon and the brilliance of the stars reflected in the river. And so, the River of the Stars continues to flow, carrying with the secrets and dreams of those who once visited. There is a rumor, a whisper carried by the Patagonian wind, that says if someone once bathed in or drank from the pure water of the southern rivers, perhaps without knowing it, they were touched by the glow of the stars. Who knows, maybe you too carry a spark from the River of Stars, and you simply haven't realized it yet. Efecto Leyendas, en efectos de la noche.